I'm very curious. Put what is the number one AI tool you currently use in the chat. Some people use ChatGPT. Some people use um, Gemini. Some people use Cloud. Some people use X. I'm kind of curious. Like, what are people using? Like, just kind of curious. Grok. Josh with the Grok. Interesting. Good to know. Oh, Josh, there's so much. You're going to enjoy this. What else do we have? What is your number one AI tool that you use? I'm just kind of curious. We have Gronk. I know there's a lot of other. All right, I'm going to show you guys. Cool. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. I don't have much for Grok, unfortunately, because there's a lot better tools that I'm going to introduce you to. So, number one is okay, we all probably, most likely, everyone here has ChatGPT. That's not anything fancy. But what I do want you guys to do is get this Chrome extension. This Chrome extension for everything that I'm going to show you is completely free. Yes, completely free. I'm starting off with free. Bright lights like brighter light likes DeepSeek. DeepSeek's great. I miss DeepSeek. But there's just like so much better ones now. But DeepSeek is great. It's super powerful. It's free. But actually, I'll show you guys. If you stay to the very end, I'll show you guys the top one, two, three, four, five, six, the top 7 free AI tools. So if you stay to the very end, I'll share the top 7 free AI tools that are all completely free that you can start using and get a lot out of it, honestly. Okay, so you guys gotta take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Cool. So what this is going to do when you go to ChatGPT, ooh, it wants me to submit this chat. Okay, so what happens here is it adds, see these little extra guys right here? There's this little guy right here, boop, and there's this little guy right here. So these two things look brand new, totally different. I know if I tilt down a little. That's the Chrome extension right there. Hey, what's up, F8? That's the Chrome extension. That's what takes ChatGPT to a whole different level. Now the Chrome extension is activated per se. And so let's start with here, and then I'll talk about this next. So the first thing here is you can add custom prompts. And you're like, John, what is a custom prompt? Exactly what, hey, Q, the CEO, haven't seen you in a while. You're late. No, I'm just kidding. It's called Superpower GPT. Take a screenshot. Everyone, take a screenshot. Also, like and follow. That would do a lot to boost the algorithm, so that brings more entrepreneurs, so that we can learn more together. Cool. So this is what I'm showing you. It's completely free, and let's keep cooking. So with ChatGPT, what it does is you can add one cool thing. Josh is like, I just downloaded it. Game. Let me show you how some cool things you could do with it. 3 cool things you could do with it. One cool thing is custom prompts. So this is like anytime you do, and you could do multi-step, which is a whole different level. So if there's a prompt that you use over and over and over again, and you're like, man, I hate typing this over and over and over. I wish there was a way that I can just copy or just click a button and it would paste it. For example, I'm gonna say I'm gonna call this prompt. Ooh, okay. Uh, about underscore me, and then actually, what would be a better way? Give me 14 ideas for topics for my ideal client, or what would be a really good thing? I'm trying to think of like just a quick little prompt that I could put right here. I'll do this one. I just like this one. Hey, Gosh, I just use Average Joe, honestly. There's some pretty crazy ones, but we'll just call this one Average Joe. Because whatever it outputs is like translate this for Average Joe. Super simple. Because from here, I can click Save My Prompts. And now here is going to be a library of all of my prompts. So Average Joe, there's the first new one that I did. So you can access these. This is actually really cool. You could press a backslash and there's your prompts. So these are pre-made prompts. So if I just click this button, it will automatically add that prompt. That is super dope. Like that is because there have a lot of people that like have some really dope prompts that they use over and over. If not, don't worry, there's a lot out there. So that's number one. Number two is if you click the lightning bolt, this is where you can manage stuff like all of the images that were generated in this account. You can quickly see all of your custom prompts. I know it's a little hard to see there. You can see all of their custom prompts. You can also do this will show you all your custom GPTs. My GPTs right here. By the way, you should be creating custom GPTs. That's super powerful. So these are just all of my custom GPTs that I built. Most of them are free inside the AI community. For members, they have access to like the top 10, like live codes, hook writer, custom GPT. We'll talk about custom GPTs next, actually, in a little while. Yeah, I'll show you guys some cool custom GPTs of what you could do. But here you could just view your library, and then you could put custom notes or custom files in it too. So if you want to save like a whole knowledge file and bring it back. And you could lastly save all the conversations in folders. So you could create different folders for different conversations, different than projects. Projects it actually uses, or it could actually read across. This is, hey Rad, this is called Superpower GPT. This is completely free for ChatGPT. Absolutely free. So take a screenshot, and hit a like and a follow. So this one you could create all sorts of conversations for work, conversations for life, conversation about a project one, conversations around project two, and you could just organize all the different conversations, but they're not like projects. Projects you could talk across them. In this just organizes everything just to keep things a little more feng shui, as they say. So those are just two of some really cool things that you could do with it already. Highly recommend just start playing with it. There's what'd you guys think about that one? Put a number 1 in the chat if you think it's useful. Number 2 in the chat and you're like, meh, not for me. We have a small 9 people around the world learning AI. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, yo, that is great. I could definitely use that. It definitely allows me to become a ChatGPT power user. Or you're like, 2, no, not useful. Okay, so from here, we're going to go, thank you, Josh. I want to show you guys the top free AI tools that you can start using today, because I don't want you guys to pay for lots of subscriptions, because that would suck. So I just want to introduce you to the top, I think it's 7 AI tools that are completely free. So if you want to see that, put a number 1 in the chat. Say, yes, I am ready. Put number 1 in the chat. Right now I'm just kind of like getting it ready. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's top 8 actually. Nice. David's like, yo, show us those free tools. Oh yeah. Okay. Top free AI tools. I'm just pulling up the list right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. Nope. There we go. Then we have. We'll leave that. We'll leave that one open. There's about 8 of them. Nice. Those are the top 8 free AI tools. 6, 7, 8. There's 2 that are like free for image generators. Basically, like these are free right here. So if you want like a tech stack and like very powerful AI tools, but you want them completely free, this is the list right here. So I'm going to quickly go through some of them, but highly recommend take a moment, take a screenshot, and you'll be like, yo, John, send us that. And then hit a like and a follow because it boosts the algorithm, and I greatly appreciate it. So if you know these are pretty, they're pretty dangerous as far as like what you can do with AI. And it's pretty, so the way I want you to also think about this is like, I know it's silly, but trust, this is going to make dang. Oh wait, no, it's called so sorry. Trust, I think this analogy is going to make sense in a second. So yeah, and then I want the advanced. This is going to make sense in a second. Yeah, that's going to be, I think that it's not that many, but it's pretty much like there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you the Swiss Army knife of AI tools. That's the best way of like introducing like the concepts of which one is which. This is advanced. This is for the top. This is for advanced. So this is advanced, but we have the beginner right here. So this is also, let me grab that beginner. Copy. Eventually this will be a presentation. Okay, so we have 4 beginners and then 4 beginners. Okay, so if this makes sense, when it comes to AI tools, there are many different AI tools that are out there. Some can be used for similar use cases. Some have a very specific use case. Say, for example, the difference between a bottle opener and a screwdriver. 2 completely different use cases, but they're very specialized. That's like ChatGPT and Lovable, for example. They're both 2 AI tools, but they kind of do something special. This list right here of these 8 tools right here, there's technically like 6, 7, 8. Yeah, technically like these 8 tools, these are all completely free, and they're basically like your beginner's kit in the AI world. So if you want to start playing with AI, like this is beginner friendly right here. That's basically what I wanted to visualize. Put it number 1 if that made sense. Put it number 2 if you're like, John, that made no sense at all. But anyways, this is the advanced kit right here. The advanced kit, just to let you guys know, if you're like, some people want to spend some money and they want to be super dangerous and they want to be certified. This is the top 20 list. There's technically, I think, 20 tools in here. Wait, we'll double check. So these are now paid tools, actually all of them are AI. All of them are AI tools. Even Notion can also be AI, but you can put like chatbots in there. But then there's like specialty tools. So these are like your screwdriver, your bottle opener, your tool that chops wood, whatever, the tweezers. They're all specialties. basically. Like that's basically there's a specialty tool for a special job. That's where you know, okay, that's pretty much okay, what's 14 plus 8? 14 plus 8, 22. Yeah, I think we added a couple more. So 22 AI tools in general that encompass the entire market. Like if you were to say, hey, John, give me a list of the top 20 tools that cover the best in category, that's basically what this is. These are all best in category AI tools. So I want you guys to take a screenshot. These are the best in category. So start there. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Can you send me? Yes, but only if you're inside the AI community. By the way, quick plug: we have courses on all of these tools. So I'll quickly go through them, but right now I want you guys to take a moment and just take screenshots because like I want you guys to walk away with something valuable. And then next one, cool. Is it possible to share that Notion page through a link or something? Yes, but it's actually for members inside the community. Trust. If you're inside the community, just say I want it and I'll send it to you. Like Richard is in the community. Like if you're in the community, I will give you this entire list. It will actually be in a post, for example. So if you click my link in my bio, it's my actually quick thing. Hold on. Just real quick. I'm going to give you guys a very special gift, 50% off your first month inside the community, plus like 30 days money back guarantee. So like if you don't like it for 30 days, like for whatever reason, you get your whole money back. But 50% off, you get the whole courses of the 24 things. But hold on, I got to enable like a secret window. It's like a secret window in it. Richard, I'm going to send you the list of tools. Like these are going to be the best tools. And then everyone else in the community is going to get the list as well too. Because we went through like what are the best free tools as of today. And then what are the best in category for paid tools. That's basically what we did a whole survey. Here it is. There's a button. I was like, where's that button? Update. Not logged into TikTok, but yeah. This is a secret window that only goes up when I live stream. So if you guys find this valuable, we have literally courses on 24 of the best tools. And then from there, you get weekly accountability, coaching, mentorship. Like you literally get to network 5 days a week with people that think nothing but AI 24/7. So like all we do is think about AI 24/7, and then we share like a giant business mastermind. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to like leverage AI and be with a group of people that love AI, highly recommend, link in bio. So I'll come back to that. Don't worry. So that's actually a really good analogy. I like that. Okay, so these are the list of the specialty tools, but before we get into those, I really just want to really quickly just introduce you to the beginner ones. You should be aware of these just to start off, like because you could start using these today and like they're super beneficial, like and they're all completely free. So like there's zero excuse, honestly. And then over time, when you get to like the advanced ones down here, like you unlock some really crazy superpowers. I will say this right now, because we've had this discussion. This is a very interesting thing. This is a very big question. You guys ready? Are you listening? If I had to give just two types of people, one person has a $10 budget, and one person has like a $25 budget, like two different people, what is the one AI tool that I would give them? Of course, in addition to these free AI tools, but like in the paid ones, like which ones would I say out of these 22 paid tools is like, yo, you have to have this. And if you could afford a little $25, I would highly recommend, and this is my personal opinion, and I'll go through some demos too. If you had to just pay $25 for one AI tool, just one, like, and that's like your super tool, basically, GenSpark. GenSpark is going to be, I can't zoom in anymore. GenSpark is going to be your go-to. Oh, darn. Sorry. Notion. There we go. GenSpark is going to be your go-to. Like, if you could spend $25 and you're like, yo, John, I want something better than, yes, better than ChatGPT. I will say that again. Better than ChatGPT. When people say I use ChatGPT, you laugh. You go, oh, you don't know the GenSpark ways. Like, GenSpark is a beast of a tool, and hashtag I'm not sponsored by them. Nor am I AI. I'm completely real. I'm human. I will do the 2-finger authentication test that I am real. Why am I paying ChatGPT and Claude? Oh, Richard. Well, so if you really want to get nerdy about it, so like ChatGPT, you're going to keep for like custom GPTs, which are like real easy way to make applications. You could also pay for Claude because Claude is a better coder, and Claude is a better not just coding but also writing. Like, it's better for copywriting. So if you do any type of writing, authors or stuff like that, that's why Claude is really great. But also artifacts. You get artifacts in GenSpark. Put a number 1 if you know what Claude artifacts are. Put a number 2 if you don't know what Claude artifacts are and you want a demo. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that. Battery thing. I'm curious. Put a number 1 in the chat if you guys are like, I know what Claude artifacts are. Put a number 2 in the chat if you're like, John, I don't know what Claude artifacts are. Can you do a demo of that? I want you guys to learn, or like walk away knowing the difference. 222. Don't know. Don't. Okay, this is really good to know. Awesome, because I'm going to show you guys, what Claude artifacts are and why they're different than like custom GPTs. They're totally different. And I'll also show you, by the way, GenSpark also does this feature built in too. So if you're in GenSpark has this feature. They call them interesting things. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Claude account. By the way, I'm on the Claude paid plan. The only thing I will say that I do not like about Claude, just one thing. It's amazing. It's so great. It's like, it has like MCP is like the best, the standard. Bear with me, I'm logging in. I'm signing into my Claude account. Projects, I'll show you, it's pretty much the same as what ChatGPT has for projects too. But Claude's going to win for like MCP. It's going to win for artifacts. It's going to win for whatever. Okay, so this is what artifacts are, and I think they're such a superpower. Okay. Whenever you're chatting, you can only do this in technically, I think, 2 apps right now. 3 apps. You could do this in Claude. You could do this in GenSpark. You could do this in, I think, Abacus, basically. Abacus is another one. We could talk about that one. So it's a $10 a month all-in-one AI tool. Those tools have the ability to do what's called they call them artifacts or playgrounds, whatever. It's pretty much interesting. What they do, this is very interesting, is on the right hand side they'll open this little like window, which is like, I find this fascinating, and they will brute force write raw code, just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. They will just write a web page to either build an app, do a specific actually it's either app, it's a website, it's a dashboard, it's a tool, it's a video game, whatever. I find this fascinating that ChatGPT can't do this technically. ChatGPT will render code, but it doesn't have the ability to render that code in like a browser kind of thing. It built my calculators. Hell yeah. Yeah, cause stuff like that, and to make like really cool UIs and stuff like that. Like this whole thing was a web page. Granted, the color scheme looks horrible, but this is a whole web page that can be. I think I could even just like publish this or even download this as HTML. So you can make web apps and you can make basically video games. Now here's the other cool thing is they also have on the left hand bar, just like how ChatGPT has custom GPTs, Claude has a library of artifacts. so you can see other people's artifacts in different categories. Let's learn more. So these are all custom apps, pretty much. They're artifacts that they use Claude for, basically. Let's see. Do we want to learn something? Do you want to touch grass? Actually, yes, I want to touch grass. Forest Explorer. And so this is a whole app. And they built this in Claude. And we're going to go, I think we can just... Oh, shoot. Dope. I can use my keyboard. Left, right, left, wait, left, right, left, right. How do you turn? Oh. Oh, and I can look up and down. Okay. Can't really do much. But this whole game, really interesting. But you can actually build like full functional dashboards and apps. So I think if we go here, for example, how about 3 truths and hallucination? Oh, that's pretty cool. 5 whys. Some of these are actually pretty cool. Let's do one. I don't know what this one is. I didn't make any of these. These are all completely free artifacts, basically. They're custom apps that are built in Claude that you can sign up. You could start using, I believe, with your free account too, with Claude. Like even on the free plan, you can go and just start using some of these apps. And so what they do, I mean, and they're, as long as it's in like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript fundamentally, like basically like a website. Think of any web app that's popular. Man, I want to see if I can learn a little Python. Oh, cool. Piano, and you will have to teach you, and you will have it teach you. Let's see. Do you have the piano one? I did see the piano one. But ChatGPT can't make pianos, like, let's be honest. So... Oh, this just is horrible. Oh, wait. There's pre-made songs. Phew, thank gosh. There's pre-made songs. I was like, oh, it was either that or else you would have had to listen to a horrible version of me trying to do that. So it's a full app. Pretty nifty. But considering any of your like jobs and you have to do like data manipulation, you have to like read some spreadsheets to like do an answer or do a calculator to do an estimate, for example. I know in real estate, if you want like a commission calculator or something like that, or a home appraiser or something like that, you can build all of that in artifacts in Claude, but you do have to be on the, I believe, the paid plan to like create them. Well, actually, you don't. I think they limit you in some other way. Don't quote me on it. I don't know. But that's Claude. Now, GenSpark does have the ability to do the same thing, like create artifacts. So if I go to, for example, so that's the one thing. So quote it. So wait, hold on. I want to give you guys, of course I'm using Notion to like organize all of my stuff. I have a file that basically is a GenSpark course, and it has all my demos for GenSpark. Because there's like 10 demos to teach people like what GenSpark could do. Like these are 10 things that GenSpark could do that ChatGPT can't do, if you want to think about it. Like, so I'm going to give you guys some of these examples to show you how powerful GenSpark is. And actually, first, I'm going to give you guys 1,000 free tokens to use GenSpark, but I think it's only on the paid plan because GenSpark, I don't even think GenSpark has much of a has a free plan, but not by much. So let me get you guys a special code. Is that readable? Trying to zoom in. I think that's readable. Yeah, that's definitely readable. Try that. All right, take a screenshot of that code right there. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. This will get you 1,000. It's an affiliate link too. Like, so basically you get 1,000 free credits, I get 1,000 free credits. So it's a win-win. So that's GenSpark. But let me show you some cool things that you can do actually with GenSpark. It gets pretty wild. You can actually build full apps. Like if you ever want to build an interactive app for your job to like track things like your tasks, your projects, this whole thing was built without writing a single line of code. That's how crazy GenSpark. So this whole thing is not built. I didn't write a single line of code. It did the whole thing by itself. And this is like a task and project and invoice tracker for businesses, basically. So this is just one. So, and this is rendered just like how Claude could do artifacts. It's run roughly the same way. Some call them sandboxes too, which is actually kind of interesting. So, but they're both essentially the same exact thing. So now let me show you another really cool GenSpark thing. I just have to find that one. Okay. Here we go. It's like things that ChatGPT can't do. ChatGPT can't render video. So this is basically GenSpark, and GenSpark has the ability to turn any image into a video, and you can actually describe what's going on with them in that video, basically. So here's an image. All I did was upload the image, and then ChatGPT, basically all the instruction I said it. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the prompt. All I said was, hey, can you smile at the camera and wave to the camera? That's it. That's the image. By the way, she's fake. She's also was created inside GenSpark. She's also is not real. Link in bio. So if you join in the link in bio, you'll be able to join the community. And if you click this button and this button only, you get 50% off your first month. It's $47 and get access to everything. We have like 5 days a week live events. We also have courses on all of these 24 tools, and we have like a whole deep dive. Okay, nice. Highly recommend join. Nice. Okay, and then insert that image. Now here's the wild thing. Here's the real like brilliant thing that what GenSpark does. GenSpark's like, I don't want to create a video and image generator. That's too much energy. That takes too much time. That wouldn't be wise. So what GenSpark does is GenSpark says, hey, I'm going to actually connect you right here to the top 10 best image or video generation tools. This is something ChatGPT, trumps ChatGPT, for example. You can generate video using VO3, VO2, oh wow, they added VO3 fast. They added some new, they're always adding new stuff. This is wild. Dance, Minimax. You also know about Runway. You'll know about Google VO2, for example, Clean as well here. So in your all-in-one subscription, you get access to all of these video and the interesting thing too, if you kind of look in the corner, see this right here, corner, and then you go right here, corner, it tells you what model it used, for example. Some of those free if install. Yeah, but not everyone honestly is techie enough to like install and run locally. Eventually, we will get there. Eventually, you'll be able to buy a a I don't want to say if it's a Mac or PC, it could be completely different, but basically you'll be able to buy a desktop computer that's all AI, that has all AI preloaded offline. They're already starting to sell that to companies and businesses. That's going to be the next gold rush, if you want to call it that. That's where you're going to get a ton of people that are like, yo, I want to AIOS. Yep. Yeah, think of the ones that are there. They're going to build. Because if you think about it, by the way, I don't know if you guys use, I think it's Whisper. Was it Whisper? Hold on. Yeah, Whisper Flow. What's up, Winston? Good to see you. Hope all is well. I keep seeing your new videos coming out. Have you guys ever tried Whisper Flow? Hold on. There you go. Let's take a screenshot. Whisper Flow. Now, granted, if you have a Mac, that's relatively new. Not even that new, like more than 5 years. You have voice dictation built in for free for every Mac. I don't know if you guys know that. That's all free for the desktop. Like, but if you don't, this is Flow. This is another one where basically it's just voice dictation. If you wanted just for extra productivity, just use voice to talk with, basically, instead of typing. Anywhere you would type, just use voice dictation. So if you guys want a real quick win that you're like, yo, if I start doing this, and you could do it completely for free today, completely for free, like no cost, like built into all Macs is voice dictation. If you guys have PC, there's another way I can recommend, but your first issue is PC. Sorry. Winston, I tried Midjourney video today and it was amazing. Midjourney is such a great tool. Like Midjourney for everyone it's going to be on the paid category. Like the top 10 tools, top 8 tools, it's going to be at the top 10 tools, because for image and video, it's amazing. Like image and video combined, one tool. Yes, like GenSpark could create video and images. ChatGPT can create images, but neither can to the level that Midjourney is. So that's where you're going to think of, like, there's specialty tools. Like there's a Midjourney that is like a bottle opener, but it's like the best bottle opener, for example. Horrible analogy, but these are the specialty tools. If you guys want to see a demo of Midjourney, put a Y in the chat for yes. Put a Y in the chat. Yes, you're like, John, I've never seen Midjourney. Can you show me Midjourney? You already showed us Claude Artifacts. Can you show us Midjourney? Because that would be amazing. Because I want to know all these tools. Radovcon says yes. Dalka says yes. John says yes. I love it. I appreciate you guys. Go Blessed says cider is the best. Yeah, if you tried cider for $10, you can't beat cider. We may talk about cider later on. Okay, cool. The people have spoken. Let's also not run out of battery too, so hold on. I gotta make sure. I gotta give you guys like super battery. Hold on. Infinite power. Because my battery's about to die, so hold on. I just have to connect one wire. 2 seconds. Okay. I'm going to do the quick one, and then we'll go right into Midjourney. So, special gift, highly recommend. Well, we'll get to cider. So, okay, let's go Midjourney, because the people have spoken. The people are like, John, what is Midjourney? And then we could talk about cider as well too. So, Midjourney. Midjourney is the best image and video generation tool. Yes, ChatGPT can do image and video, but not to the level of what Midjourney can do. The analogy is like ChatGPT is like walking to school, where Midjourney is like driving a Ferrari to school. Like it hits different. And so what I'm going to show you, and the cool thing too is like it does image and video too. So you get 2 bangs for your buck. Roughly for, hold on, I'm just logging in too. So bear with me. All right, we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Midjourney account. I'm on the $60 per month plan because you get unlimited fast video and unlimited images and video. And this is why this is very important, because regardless, whatever image or video generation tool that you choose, it's very important to think like, are they going to get you in tokens, or do they have like an unlimited plan? If Midjourney has an unlimited plan, and tools like, actually you should probably look at this. This will look a lot better than what my library. Wait, she has goldfish as teeth? I know some people are going to freak out, but what? Have you ever seen that? I'm sorry. That's like, okay. That was a little much. Sorry for that. That was, but when stuff, all of this, everything you see is created using Midjourney. You could emulate any style. You could emulate it's the most realistic. Let me see if I can find probably someone that's like super realistic as well too. And so the best tip that I could give you guys right now is definitely sign up for Midjourney, because it's, if you do graphic design, if you just love to draw, honestly, like you can create literally mini movies. And if you, I may be able to show you guys, someone has already created a short film using AI, completely using AI. I'll show you guys that at the end. So hopefully, for example, what do you think about Mac Baconi? What is that? This better be good. Mac Baconi. He's like, show us Mac Baconi. I think I could get better through X. It's PJ Ace. Like, I don't know if I mentioned that. I'll talk about PJ. Mac Baconi. Ooh. No way. Wait, that's something else. These are amazing. Enhance. Okay, let me show you guys PJ Ace X account. PJ, sorry, too zoomed in, created the first mini film. We'll watch a little bit of it. Wait, I'm pretty sure. How do you find, was it his new stuff? Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure, because he shared it. I'll get it from, hold on, the Noah movie? Yeah, I think it's the Noah movie. Let me get it from the community, because I posted it in the community. Everything you see here is posted by real people. This one, here it is. Why can't you see this? So he says this is a full, oops, sorry. Uh-oh. Hold on, technical errors. I think I pressed the wrong button. I lost the browser. Shoot. Don't worry. I know exactly what to do. Go exactly back to where I found it. Where is? Hold on. Okay, get a new tab. Okay, we're good. Okay. Sorry for the delay. I don't know. My tabs. I have 2 windows up, so if I don't get it just right, it kind of falls into the abyss in between both my screens. It's weird. So, okay, here it is. credit to PJ Ace. He made a 25-minute fully AI TV show in 3 months, and then he's sharing all the secrets. So let's watch this for a second.
Hold on to something! Wake up, you fool! We're casting lots to see who brought this curse upon us. We're approaching! Brace yourself! I am a prophet of Yahweh. I was called to preach his word to the Assyrians in Nineveh.
We gather today to offer thanks to our great god, Asher.
Throw me overboard, and my God will spare you. You're...
Bear with me. When I went full screen, it freaked out. Sorry, my browser was just completely freaked out when I just went full screen. I know. Technical issues. That's okay, though. We can still... here we go. This is going to fix it. Okay, cool.
Wake up, you fool! We're casting lots to see who brought this curse upon us. We're approaching! Brace yourself! I am a prophet of Yahweh. I was called to preach his word to the Assyrians in Nineveh.
We gather today to offer thanks to our great god, Asher.
Throw me overboard, and my God will spare you. Your blood be on your own hands.
The blood of the innocents cries out to me. I have heard their voices.
Your doom has been declared.
Your end is near.
Hold on to something!
Would you guys watch it? Put a number 1. Did we mess it up? Put a number 1 in the chat if you would watch it. Put a number 2 in the chat if you're like, nah, I don't want to watch it. That's not my jam. Just want to divide the audience just to see like who likes it. Number 1. 1 for yes, I like it. 2 for nah, not my jam. I'm in camp 1, yes. Like, I'm amazed, like, the lip syncing is so accurate. I'm amazed that, like they're talking and it's matching. And, like, to get that shot, do you know how long, like, when black and white films, like, you know how hard it was to film those? So to shoot scenes like this, and it cost relatively next to nothing. Like, all of these shots were all generated, I think, I'm not even going to venture to guess, but they look great. Like, the detail is great. Like, we went from Will Smith eating spaghetti to this in 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, give or take. Like, so this is, and all of you have access to these tools. Like, there's nothing gatekeeping. It's not like in movies, like to make like Netflix stuff, you need a red camera, which is like a $40,000 camera. Don't quote me on that. I'm making up the number. But there's nothing. It's like for less than $100, you can get into the game. Like less than $100 in like tools and credits and stuff like that. And then also the right tools too. Like, and the reason why, also pro tip too, when you're generating images, and you could get started and you could create stuff like this using Midjourney, like straight up. Where's now my Midjourney? Then we got Midjourney up. You can create stuff today in Midjourney. So all of the things that you see here, these were all created using Midjourney. And I could create unlimited versions of this. I know, unless you have like a really good prompt, it gets really funky. But that's why you need the unlimited plan, because it may take you 5 or 7 versions to finally nail it, and it's all down to the prompt. It's all down to how good is your prompt engineering core. How good is your prompt engineering? That's for sure what's going to differentiate you versus anyone else. It doesn't matter if you're building voice agents, you're building chatbots, you're doing image generation, like whatever you're creating. The only difference between someone who's building and doing amazing stuff like this, and then when you go to try it, you're like, wait a minute, expectation and reality are not matching right now. Because like when I do mine, like what's happening, it comes down to how good is your prompt. And Midjourney has a different style of prompting than just, it's not as forgiving as ChatGPT, for example. But the way to think about Midjourney is that you literally have unlimited clip art for B-roll, and you could be very specific about it. It will literally generate any B-roll that you want in any style in seconds. That's the power of Midjourney. So like people are like writing books, they're creating image. Oh, that looks very zen. We're gonna just chill right here for a second. We're just gonna zen out, take a moment out of a busy day. We're going to zen out with my Midjourney AI Zen fishes right here, because this is basically where you can create that commercial, that logo, that ad, that faceless content channel. All of that's going to be done with Midjourney, image and video. Like you can't beat that. Highly recommend. Oh, I know my nature lovers. For people who have may or may not have been to Half Dome too. Pro tip, like actually, none of this is real. What you're seeing on your computer does not exist. It kind of does, but it doesn't. This is the wild reality we live in. Like, we have to tell our kids, like, no, what you see is not real in any way. All of this. So the main thing is basically this would have took countless hours to try and create, draw, render, hire, coordinate on your own. But Midjourney allows you to literally fly. This is what it's like to have AI superpowers. You're literally flying. Everyone else is walking, doing things manually. You're flying because you have AI skills. That's the difference right there. So if you want to fly, put the word fly down below, FLY. Say, I want to fly with AI. I'm going to show you these, and these are the best tools. Like, these are the tools that people are using, basically. If I go to my cool list, these are the tools that people are learning. They're learning how to do. So if you want to venture outside of ChatGPT, I highly recommend. These are the best of the best tools. Start with these as your next aid. Like, these are the advanced ones. Like, I would definitely put these in advanced category. But that's your level 2. If you're like level 1, John, I've never played with AI, but I want to get pretty good at it. Like, this is the free track. These AI tools right here are all completely free. Everything you see on your screen is completely free. So that the only thing that's missing here is, like, I don't know of a free AI video generator. I think I have one, but I don't think it's too good per se. Like, you can get free images, video, apps, search, a regular LLM for free, a voice bot, chat bot. You could get all of those for free, relatively. Like, they all have like a free plan as well too. So highly recommend. Those are like the free AI tools, and that's going to be your small little toolkit, your everyday carry, versus the people that are like, oh my god, I know GenSpark, I'm getting into Midjourney. We haven't even gotten to building in apps. We'll get into that into another session. So, but, and then you have, I didn't even get into any of these advanced ones yet. These are like the best of the best in their category. You've got HeyGen, Zapier, CapCut, VO2 and VO3 have free plans, and Leonardo. Ooh. Does Leonardo have free? So let's put Leonardo, and then AI video, which is, yeah, they have It's like, which is okay. Well, I mean, Perplexity has a limit, but it still downgrades you, so it's still like free. Firebase is relatively free. Fathom's gonna downgrade you, but still relatively free. Notebook to AI voice, it's gonna they're like retail. I like retail better than Vappy for like an AI voice agent to pick up the phone, like a receptionist basically. Like if you want a receptionist, I highly recommend look at retail. Now you're getting into like AI voice agents that can pick up the phone, answer questions, run 24/7, 365, and you could build them in less than an hour. And they're not hard per se. I have an account too. They used to have not like a demo of one, but this is if you want to build an AI voice agent. So something that picks up the phone and you could talk with, you could converse. FAQ, customer support, receptionist, front of house, front of office, calendar scheduler, calendar rescheduler for cancellations or even reschedules. Like it will even do reschedules as well too. So that's another fun one. And then I haven't seen if you guys know or don't know. Last one, Chatbase. So Chatbase is like super simple if you want to build just a regular chatbot. Like if you want a chatbot that you can upload, it has really good privacy per se. It's basically like this guy right here. This little guy right here. This little guy of mine. This little guy, that's basically, this is Chatbase. You can chat with an AI bot 24/7, 365. It's super fast. It doesn't hallucinate. It doesn't reveal its secrets, so like password protects. And it's really good. We have one for our community. So in the community, members have questions about all sorts of stuff. It could be like, what's the best app? What's the tool I need for my job? What should I do for XYZ use case? Or how do I join the certification program? How do I do John's one-on-one? Whatever questions. They're all programmed in Chatbase. So we have a chatbot that basically answers questions 365, 24/7. So, and you could do it for your website. You could do it for customer service. You can do it for HR and training as well too, or for onboarding. Like these little chatbots know a lot, and then they could like also schedule calendar bookings basically, which is actually really cool. So those, try and think. You guys want to see Chatbase? I gotta rebuild mine anyways. So you want to see, put a Y in the chat if you want to see a custom chatbot build demo, how to build a custom chatbot completely for free. Put a Y in the chat to see how to build a custom chatbot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. By the way, definitely hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you're brand new. My name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. I teach entrepreneurs how to leverage AI with our community. Link in bio, 50% off your first month. Highly recommend joining. We got a lot of Ys, a lot of good Ys. Awesome. Cool. Let's build a chatbot completely for free using Chatbase. That's something you could do right now, right after this, completely for free. Dr. AI is a good name. I actually asked GenSpark about me the other day, and GenSpark actually brought up some like really good, like it searched the web and it was like, if you're looking for Dr. AI as the moniker, then it's like, this is all the information for me. So actually adding that made me easier to stand out. So AI be searching. Okay, so let's go. So the website is chatbase.co. Step one, take a screenshot. You can do this completely for free, and now you know AI. So definitely sign in. I have a few accounts. I don't think I have an affiliate code. Okay. Oh wow, they updated their UI. This is nice. So on the left you have agents, and then you have usage. So everyone signed in, you guys are watching. So you can see like usage. You can see like, oh, that one day for whatever reason, someone asked 27 questions. So I think each question is a credit. So someone asked that, for example. Okay. So agents, you can have multiple agents. This is really cool. This is one, but you can have multiple agents. See, it says new agent right there, new agent. So you can have multiple agents for different tools or different parts of your business. This is really cool. So I'm going to click, actually I'm going to click on this one. Okay, so I need a couple things first. Okay, so what's the brain? What model is it going to be? Is it super? Does it have to answer complex questions? Then that's like an O3. If it's like, no, just answer basic FAQ questions. Okay, 4.0 mini. Very simple. That's basically there. Temperature, like how conservative do you want to be? Creative, how close but off script per se do you want it to be per se? Like play with them as you test them is like the best thing. Oh wow, you have a lot of cool things. AI actions. Oh wow. Here is the prompt. This is the brain of the custom GPT that you're building. So it's broken into a couple parts. Notice this is called markdown right here. So when you see these little hashtags, that's markdown text. When you build custom GPTs or any chat GPT, for example, David, I don't see the agent option. When you sign in and create an account, you have to create an agent. So for David, upper right hand corner, click on the black button that says create an agent. But that's good. I'm glad you're following along. So here, because I'm already in one of my agents that's already exists. So role, primary function, your AI chatbot. Now here's the cool thing. They have a bunch of nice. Glad I helped, David. They have a bunch of pre-made prompts. When I say prompt here, I more am talking about the brain, the behavior, the persona, the role of this. You can change it to be a sales agent, a customer support agent, a language tutor, a life coach, or something custom, for example. Very easy, and I highly recommend. What's the backend for the agent? You can select any, I think it's just ChatGPT model. No, they have a bunch of different ones. Like you can go ChatGPT, you could go Claude, you could do Gemini, you can go wild and go Grok, Llama, DeepSeek, Kimi. A lot of people like Kimi too. So you can select many different brains. These are all the different brains. Some brains cost more than other brains. Like Grok 3 costs more, 2 credits, versus Grok Mini, which costs 1 credit, which I think is it's like a question, kind of like, so it's a little more than a question. Now, so we got the prompt. I want him to be a customer support agent. So that's the brain, and the brain for, okay, cool. Then we're going to go down to, if we go under sources, this is important. We need to fill this chatbot with knowledge. If you're like, John, I don't know what knowledge is. How do I get knowledge? Knowledge is text files that you should be saving specific to your business, for example. So, and they could be files. It could be just text, a website, Q&A, Notion database. See how it's Notion and not any other tool. Notion is the gold, the GOAT, the standard. So basically this already connects with your second brain because we teach it. Nope, not Excel files. You definitely want everything because it's a knowledge bot. All it does is regurgitates text, so it can't like do anything with like spreadsheets or anything. Yeah, it's not that sophisticated per se. So from here, I'm going to have it scrape my website. I'm going to go here and I'm going to have it scrape my website and say, hey, I want you to scrape thy website. Go fetch the link. It loaded. That's my website. it crawled my website or copied all the texts. You can click edit. I think there's a way to like see it. Oh, look, it even scraped all my links. Some of these links are public, some of these links are not public. That's nice. But so once it's set up for you give it a website, then you just go, hey, retrain. And now you're training an AI bot. For training, it has to convert the data, has to scrape the website, convert the text into something that's usable for the large language model, because they don't work off databases. I know, a little fancy, but doesn't matter. So right now we're training our AI bot on our website right now. So everything that's on my website, it's going to know everything about my website right now. And you can do this with Word files, website, Notion databases, text files, just regular text if you want to. Okay, cool. I think it's done. So now, if I go to the playground and we test this puppy out, this is the chatbot. Do you record these sessions to upload them on YouTube? Nope, these are done live. But all the video recordings for the course is actually inside the community. So all the courses on everything I'm showing you, we have courses on everything inside the community, including this one. Will this work for an e-com website with 100,000 products? We haven't tested 100,000 products. That's insane. That's a huge. You have a different challenge. You should actually build a custom one per se. I'm sure there's other ones. Because we built one for it was custom using make.com, but we had to actually have you're gonna actually save it in, like, you need a database of basically all that data, which is like tricky. So short answer, yes. Long answer, not easy for 100,000 products. It can be done, but not easily. So here I had to scrape my website. I'd be like, what products do you have? And now, also products or remain answers. Did you get stuff from the website? What's the AI community? I don't think it scraped the right website. I don't know why, but those answers do not make sense, technically, kinda. I don't think it scraped it, though, that's why. So, instead, there's many different ways. I don't want to do it right now. I'm too lazy. So, but either way, because you have different places to like scrape. Obviously, the website one is not the best. At least especially because I have lead pages, so sometimes the website sucks for like getting scraped. Now you can have, I think it's 100 conversations a month for free on this, for example. I have a software we built, and I love to have a bot answer questions on how-tos and thoughts. Yeah, you can have, because basically if you have a ton of products, like the guy with the 1,000 e-commerce products, or you have a website that has a bunch of FAQ questions, or you have a bunch of knowledge for your team internally, all your knowledge, your processes, your resources, all of your files, all of those can be stored in Chatbase very easily. And then Chatbase, you could deploy it on a website, you could put it behind a paywall, only access out your work, whatever. There's different ways to like protect it. But there you can do things, for example, oh, Argentina, nice. You can do a lot of different things to basically, you can embed it anywhere, on a website, on an app, inside of your community, and then you get this cool little chatbot that you could program and have it say whatever you want. What's in your knowledge file? So whatever you train it on, it will find. We used to do these for like real estate agents. So if you have a bunch of properties, for example, and you don't know like which property someone's looking for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or something like that, that's something like AI chatbots can really easily do. Can it attach or compile into a funnel or email address? It can extract an email address. Like you can say, I don't have it enabled, unfortunately, but it has the ability to accept name, email, and phone number, and then it can use Zapier to basically move that data into your CRM, or Zapier send you an email, or send you a notification, or send you a WhatsApp notification, or update your CRM. And those are pretty much all the different ones. So so it could do lead gen, it can answer questions, you can program it to be a sales bot, put it on a website, put it behind a paywall, one for external teams, one for internal, different chatbots for different use cases, and they're very easy to build. Like as long as you have your information in, like, let's say a Google Doc, or at least a Microsoft Word file or Google Doc minimally, PDF file, website, something like that, then Chatbase can quickly absorb that knowledge, kind of like Kirby. If you guys ever played the game with Kirby, that's basically what Chatbase could do. Chatbase will quickly ingest whatever your source is, files, text, website, Q&A, or just an entire Notion database, which is that's the real power, is all your knowledge is technically should be in Notion. Then you add this chatbot, and now this chatbot can basically pop out of nowhere and be ready to start chatting away. It's not so much a CRM. You're going to use there's many different tools for CRMs that are out there. There's many. There's like ClickUp, HubSpot, Pipedrive. There's a ton of different CRMs. There's even like Streak, or ones that are like work out of your email, which is actually kind of cool. So that is quickly how to build a chatbot. And it could connect with Zapier. It could also, I believe, book events on a calendar too. Like it will actually read a calendar and tell you, yeah, next Thursday's busy, or next Thursday's available, and to connect. Because it's unfortunately I can't get to it because it's going to be under integrations, but they're like, hey, we want you to pay before you can get access to the cool stuff. They're like, give me access to the cool stuff, and it's like, $40 a month when you want to upgrade, for example. But just know that you can connect it to a calendar to basically do calendar bookings completely automatically. Functions basically like a TidyCal, if you want to think about it. Integration with Slack. Yep. Like you could have it send you a message from Slack, or send you a notification in Slack. It also has Zapier integration. I think it also, if I'm not mistaken too, I think it communicates especially with like WhatsApp as well too, like different platforms. So let's see. They've done a lot to update the website. There we go. So you could deploy it on the website, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or Slack. Imagine you can deploy this chatbot to Slack, and it will start talking with a little Slack bot that knows everything, that knows all the details. That's actually pretty wild. And you can start playing with it for free. Like, put one on your website, and that's your first win. Because I put one on my website, and it like reduced the customer questions that I used to get by a lot. That's one of the biggest things. Ooh, good question. MCP. What? I want to show you guys what's MCP is very powerful. Karen TVG, that's an awesome name. You're very, very advanced. Okay, so this is probably the best analogy of like what is MCP, because not everyone knows what MCP is basically first. So let's just introduce that to a lot of people. Okay, here's the evolution of AI over time. At first, it started with large language models. Large language models just regurgitates text. When you go to Google and you type in "the sky is," Google's going to autocomplete it and say blue. That's what large language models do. All they did was regurgitate text. Then they started adding tools, just like any one of these tools. They started adding tools to the large language model, such as search the internet with a large language model, and then you get tools like Perplexity, because Perplexity can search the web and has a large language model on top of it. Then they're like, wait a minute. Then you have other tools like GenSpark, and GenSpark has MCP built into it. Plus, they also have their own suite of tools. So basically, as large language models get more complex and more smarter, then they are either going to do one of two things. They're either going to build the tool inside of the model or inside of the app. That's your Perplexity, that's your GenSpark, and all the tools that you have inside of it. Then, if you want to plug on more tools to your large language model, that's what MCP is. MCP is the USB to connect your large language model like Claude to other tools without having to write a lot of code, or because basically each of these tools have different functions, a bunch of different functions. It's always CRUD. It's always going to create something, read something, edit something, delete something. They all do this: create, read, edit, because they're all just basically databases. So they're all do that. So rather than write all the code, that's what MCP does. MCP is like USB. You don't have to know all the functions, but when you connect your MCP server that has a list of all the functions it could run, and that's on the creator side, then when you connect to a MCP, which is a protocol or a standard, like we all use the website HTTP, like it's a common way to communicate, and your large language model can now do things in the real world by accessing tools that they didn't originally have by using MCP. Did that make any sense? Put a number 1 if you're like, John, that made total sense. Put a number 2 if you're like, John, I am still lost. I don't know what MCP is. Kind of curious. Can MCP talk to another MCP? Well, something needs to be the servers, or something needs to be the host. Something still needs to make the calls. But yes, you can actually have MCPs to other MCPs. So think of, I could have 2 of these. This is one MCP, and in that MCP, it has these 3 tools. You could have another MCP like next to it, and it could have a whole different set of other tools, for example. I use it with Claude. It's a good tool. Yeah, with Claude. Claude's the one who started all this. They started the standardization with MCP. So I'm trying to think if I can find some other things, but some like local, like infographics. But yeah, you have your large language model that wants to do actions with these tools but doesn't know how. So MCP server basically has the instructions. Claude right here, Anthropic, they're the ones who started the MCP server, or basically wrote the protocol. If you want to get if you guys want to get fancy, just on a quick thing. It is very important to know what MCP is and the implications of it, because it's the next evolution. How AI could, basically a lot of these tools could connect each other to do some really cool things. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It's introduced by Anthropic, which has Claude. It's defined as standardized interfaces for supplying structure, real-time context to LLMs. Basically, what that means is that you can now, if an LLM, which is your GenSpark, which is your ChatGPT, Claude, Sonnet, like whatever, like if they want to use a tool, like a database tool, which is like Slack, which is like your Gmail, those are just database tools, then it knows how to connect to them, basically, and knows how to talk to them. I wish there was like a way better infographic. Clients, server. I think that kind of is. Take a screenshot if you're fine. But yeah, so basically, as large language models, Claude, ChatGPT, as they get smarter, we can now plug in all these tools, because all the instructions for how to do things in them will be stored in an MCP server, or basically in the client, so that it could basically know how to use those superpowers. Trust, I'm not advanced in any way. This is the best way it's like I could think about it. I thought that was really interesting. MCP and that. Nice. Lastly, trying to think what else. That's pretty much it. We went through a lot. We went through custom GPTs. We went through the Chrome extension, the number one Chrome extension that you need. We went through a lot of GenSpark demos. We went through Midjourney. We went through a few other tools. Quite a lot. So, hope you guys learned something new. I go live every day and teach AI. If you guys want to join the AI community, where we have basically entrepreneurs meet every single week live in person, it's not like just courses. It's more like we meet regularly 5 days a week, and all we do is share secrets and tips on how to leverage and get ahead with AI and use it in our business. So highly recommend. We also have a bunch of people that are authors. Actually, it was really cool. What's your opinion about NAN? People compare it with MCP. You can, NAN is kind of interesting. You can create your own MCP server and host in NAN, which makes it kind of nice. So you can make the calls to request the tools to make the changes, like, hey, go read my calendar. And you can also be the host, which is basically to actually host those tools to use them, for example. So NAN has the ability to do agents, more or less. So NAN is very, very popular. Like, if you we have a course on how to use NAN, a lot of automation as well too. Whoa, he's forgot about his. Some of the hallucination is like too wild. That two stuff is just wild. How are people... Sorry. And these are regular prompts. There's nothing special. You can use any of these prompts. Like if I pick this dog, for example, that dog, that's the prompt. Felted wood wool puppy on soft felt grass under a starry sky. And would you look at that? And it turned it into a video too. For website logos, it depends. I mean, you can honestly use ChatGPT. It's really good. ChatGPT is going to be simple. I don't know if you're going to spend a lot on like Midjourney basically to justify for a logo, maybe for a lot of other content, but fundamentally, like, Midjourney would be a little overkill, but Midjourney could also do the same thing because it can do very realistic type stuff. Don't you guys feel like you're scrolling? Wait, is that a... Do you guys know what we're saying? I don't know. Trying to explain AI to people, it's like, this is pretty cool. Copilot's so basic though. I don't know if you guys noticed in the list and all the tools, Copilot is not one of those tools. There's a lot of much better stuff out there. And there will be. I mean, some tools will get better every week, every month. The tools change. They get totally different. They get upgraded. Oh boy. So wild. Oh, what's going on here? A little abstract. I'll leave with some cats. I have to go. Thanks for Instagram. Great to meet you from Argentina. Or was it Argentina or Venezuela? Pleasure to meet you. Hope you have a blessed day. Yeah, I think it's time. We're going to go eat some dinner too. So if you guys want to join the AI community, last call. If you click the link in the bio, it takes you to the website and you get 50% off your first month. And you're joining because you want to be part of a network of entrepreneurs that are pretty much pushing the boundaries of AI. That's what you're like. I don't want to do this alone. I don't want to learn on my own. If you join the AI community, you'll be connected with 155 other entrepreneurs that are just, all they do is think about AI and how to use it and push the boundaries. So if you want a global community, highly recommend joining. Right after this call, which I'm going to go get a burrito or some dinner, I'm going to take down this offer. So last call, 50% off. I'm going to take that down right now. And that's going to be nice. Last call. Cool. So I go live every single day. Highly recommend. Follow. And next time come with a notebook so you can take notes. Definitely going to take a lot of screenshots. That's for sure. I definitely want you guys to have a bunch of screenshots so that you know how to actually get ahead. Cool beans. That's it. So highly recommend. Like and follow if you want more AI tips. We go live every day, usually around 6 p.m. It's a little late show, so hope you're having a blessed day. Look forward to seeing a lot of new people inside the community, and we have 24 courses. We just finished a Midjourney course Sunday. We added Midjourney, we added Claude, we added Canva, we added all of those courses. And this Saturday, there's going to be an event where we're going to show you how to take your Amazon book that last week we taught you how to publish it, how to now get it to become a bestseller. So the tips and secrets how to make your book a bestseller on Amazon, that's going to be this Saturday, is going to be that live class. So definitely join the live class because that's where we have live classes on AI, entrepreneurship, and so much more, and awesome guest speakers. I'm Jonathan Acuna. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.